Hello, what is up, guys? Yours truly, King Ace. Today I'll be giving you guys another One Piece theory. Now, this One Piece theory, I've actually been working kind of hard on it, and it's actually going to be a pretty good / decent theory. Nothing too special, but honestly interesting for the sole fact I like his character and I want to know what he represents. So I went and did a whole bunch of research and facts, and I came up with this conclusion about his character. Now today, this theory will be solely on Urouge and his crew, the Falling Monks. I believe that's his crew, the Falling Monks. And basically I want to like tell you guys why he always fucking smiles and the meaning behind his character and his attacks and all this shit and what he has to do with Buddhism. Yes, Buddhism. Now obviously I said in the beginning that he is known as the Falling Monk. And the Falling Monk is basically his crew, and he is the captain of his fucking crew. So that's already very interesting. We know that Urouge is a big, hefty guy, but he always smiles. Always smiles. Like literally the only time he wasn't smiling was when he entered Rajing Island, but that's because he didn't know how to enter it. Literally, that's the only time he wasn't smiling. But besides that, he was always smiling. Now notice his bounty. He has 108 million berry bounty. 108. Remember that number. He's always smiling, right? He even smiles when he's fighting somebody with a higher bounty than him. Now, that person that had a higher bounty than him was Killer. Now, it could be that he didn't know that Killer had a higher bounty because when he was facing Kizaru and what he thought was Kuma, he actually tried to avoid that fight. Despite laughing and smiling and whatnot, he tried to avoid that fight, but when it was against Killer, you know, so we can see that he somewhat like judges without like fucking knowing, because he didn't know that Killer had a higher bounty than him. That's why he fought him, but he knew that Kuma and Kizaru were a fucking threat, so he did not want nothing to do with them. But even when fighting Kuma and Kizaru, he was still smiling and he was laughing when Basil Hawkins told him his fate. He even got frustrated to the point where he's like, damn, will I die? And then he started laughing when Basil Hawkins said his fate, like, no, I don't see you dying. So that right there is often said interesting. Why does Urouge always fucking smiles? And I came with the conclusion, Oda's using somewhat of Buddhism religion. And it's based off his berry bounty. It's based off his berry bounty. Because if you think about it, he's literally one of the only people who berry bounty actually stayed the same. It stayed consistently the same. It's 108 billion berry bounty. And since he's a monk, and Buddhisms are mainly monks and whatnot, like in the whole culture and whatnot, 108 is literally an Eastern religion, and basically it's Buddhism religion, and it means that all men in this religion should resist 108 temptations before, you know, entering Nirvana. And Nirvana basically means you do not feel death, you do not feel rebirth, you're not scared, you're not, you know, fucking worried, you nothing like that. You just basically happy all the time. And this literally fits the character of Urouge. He's always smiling. He isn't scared of his death. Now, I wouldn't completely say that he's past Nirvana, not yet, at least for Urouge, because you know, there was time, pre-time skip obviously, I don't know about post-time skip, but pre-time skip, there were times where, you know, he was frustrated and he was even seen not smiling when he couldn't enter Rajing Island. So he hasn't completely reached Nirvana, which is why his berry bounty is entwined with Buddhism religion. Which is why his literally, and again, post-time skip, I don't believe he didn't reach it as well, because he's one of the few who berry bounty stays the same, consistently the same, which is 108 billion berry bounty. Another thing that really adds to the whole Buddhism religion, the 108 billion berry bounty, and you know, the Falling Monks. For one, again, they're called Falling Monks, and he's the captain of the Falling Monks, and you know, he's always smiling. But another thing is, one of his attacks is called Inga Zarashi. Inga Zarashi literally means karma exposure. karma exposure. Literally means karma exposure. And if you guys know, once he gets past Nirvana, then he won't feel the whole karma and none of that. Like, I'll literally read the definition after I'm talking about Inga Zarashi. It basically means karma exposure, and that's one of his attacks. And your rogue has yet to reach Nirvana, which is dispels karma, rebirth. Like, it's nothing but happiness. And that's literally one of your rogue's attacks. The definition of Nirvana, a transcendent state in which there is neither suffering, desire, nor sense of self, and the subject is released from the effects of karma and the cycle of death, rebirth. It represents the final goal of Buddhism. Another term, a state for perfect happiness, an ideal or idealistic place. Now again, this justifies the whole final goal for Buddhism, and again, the falling monks. Your rogue. Now your rogue already reached like a sense for this. I think this is his final goal in order to become a perfect pirate or a perfect, monk or Buddhism, excuse me, or whatever, because again, he's always happy. He's always happy. You heard the definition. He's always happy. He's always smiling, but he has not yet to reach it completely based off his attacks. Literally Inga Zarashi, and based off him feeling frustration and all that stuff, because once you reach Nirvana, you are dispelled from karma, rebirth, all this shit. You're just not worried anymore, and that's the final goal for Buddhism, which is why his billion berry bounty has yet to be moved into another number, because 108 literally stands for 108 temptations before reaching Nirvana, and he has yet to reach that. He has yet to reach the final goal in Buddhism religion, which is why Buddhism religion actually invokes what your road stands for, and that is basically trying to reach the final goal, which is why his berry bounty is 108. Now, this is very interesting when it comes to Oda, because if this is true, and I'm not just thinking too much about it, Oda is a fucking genius when he's using Buddhism religion for Urouge's character, because again, the falling monks, always smiling, 108, Buddhism religion, the attacks, like all of it connects in a way where there's no way that it cannot connect. I don't know if it doesn't connect, I'm gonna be really like confused, like damn, I thought all about that for no reason, but I'm pretty sure it does connect. So again, let me briefly recap and I will end this video. Urouge is basically using Buddhism religion. Oda is basically using Buddhism religion, and basically your rogue, there's a reason why he's always happy, he's smiling, is because he's going to reach the final goal of Buddhism, which is Nirvana, and that's when his berry what the fuck, million berry bounty is going to move up past 108 million berry bounty. But right now we'll still say the same even past post time skip, because he has not yet to reach the Nirvana. He has not yet to reach it, and Nirvana basically is a symbol of 108, which is basically men have to pass the 108 temptations in order to reach Nirvana, and he has yet to reach that, which is why he stayed the same at 108 million berry bounty, like I said before. Also, his crew, the falling monks. The fallen monks, and the fallen monks, like the name itself intertwines with 108 million berry bounty. The falling monks, men literally have to pass 108 temptations in Buddhism, obviously, to reach Nirvana, and they're fallen because they have yet to reach that. They're fallen monks, and your rogue is too, because he has yet to reach it. He has yet to reach it. So that's pretty much it. Tell me what you guys think about my One Piece theory regarding your rogue. Good amount of information, a good amount of research to do this theory. It's, personally one of my favorites. It's very enjoyable to do this. Please let me know. I'm self-proclaimed the best One Piece theorist out there, but there's a guy out there that's really fucking good, and I'm trying to get on his level. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until then, I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace out.